What's up, everybody? Trey Griggs here at Beta Consulting Group, and you're here for episode 119 of The Word on the Street. Going to be a great show today. We got an awesome special guest. We got a great street crew in the house waiting to go. And everybody, we're starting to get professional on here. We have background music, so having a lot of fun with that. Giving a shout out to my boy Mace today on that. So all good things coming up here. We're going to have a great time today. Got to give a couple shout outs first before we do that to our sponsors. First of all, I want to shout out to greenscreens.ai. These guys are changing the game when it comes to dynamic pricing in the freight industry. Make sure you check them out at greenscreens.ai or click on the link that Morgan's going to put into the comments to get started with them today. Click on that. It's going to take you to my homepage so they know that I sent you, and get started with them. If you are pricing freight and you are not using green screens, you got to check them out. You're missing out, that's for sure. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsor, TAFS. These are good guys in freight factoring, keeping those wheels turning for the carriers out there with freight discounts on fuel, tires, insurance, cash flow, all those kind of things. So check them out at tafs.com, or as again, click on the link that Morgan's going to put into the show notes, into the comments today, and you can get started with them right away. We appreciate that, checking that out, and appreciate their support with the show. Also, do me a favor, listen. Go to our website, betaconsultinggroup.com. We got some great stuff there. We got some swag items. We got word on the street swag items. We got this water bottle right here. We got other stuff. We got t-shirts, all kinds of great stuff. We want you to be a part of the community, the word on the street team. So go to our website, click on the link to shop, go to shop.betaconsultinggroup.com and pick up your word on the street merch. You can use coupon code beta-GO to get 30% off, and make sure you take a picture of it or a video once you get your swag in the mail. We'd love to see who's a part of the community and have you guys be a part of that. So all exciting stuff. Okay, everybody, listen, hey, we got a killer show today. Want to make sure we start bringing people into the show. The street crew, as you know, we always kind of lead off with this guy because he's always first in the studio. He's always first in the green room. Everybody, give it up from Metaphora, our boy Beefcake Robert Bain.
I said I feel invincible. It's 100 niggas in the spot. I won't keep going. It's 85 just to walk on. I don't talk to these niggas, cause a lot of these niggas be corny. I'm feeling horny. And I shoot like Robert Horny.
We need to have word on the street karaoke. That's what we need out here. We need
a lip sync battle. That's
word on the street lip sync battle. Maybe that's what we got. Maybe we got to schedule that. Maybe we'll run that in September. We'll do a little word on the street lip sync battle.
I could.
That could be fire. That could be pretty legit. That could be fire. That's good, man. Hey, listen, we got somebody who hasn't been here in a while. Came back for the first time, and I think probably like maybe a year. But he's from Springfield, good friend of mine down at West Central Motor Freight. Everybody give it up for Greg Grimes in the house today. What's up, brother? That's just how we we get a little dance. You need to roll up the sleeves a little bit if you're going to do that, you know. Take a button down, maybe. One button down, something like that. What's up, brother? How are you doing, man?
Happy to be here. Started with you, man. 2020.
I know. It's
Some
been
of the first
while.
episodes. So happy to be here. Glad to be back.
You were one of the OGs back in April 2020. That's right. You were there at the very beginning, which is awesome. And so appreciate you being back in the house today. How's everything down in Springfield? Everything good? You holding down the fort down there?
Love it. Springfield, Missouri, one of the greatest cities in the nation. Home of Bass Pro Shop.
It really is.
Brad Pitt and Cashew Chicken.
Hey, and top of the Rock golf. Yeah, great place.
Some of the best
Tiger Woods golf
world.
course down there. I know we played it. I don't know what we shot, and it doesn't matter, but we played it. That's right. All right, everybody.
I think we were 12, 15 under par.
At least on our own ball, maybe. I don't know. All right, everybody. Hey, listen, it's the Armchair Attorney. He's got a show coming up right after this show. So listen, we're going to plug that later on today. Everybody give it up for my boy, Matthew Leffler.
Good to be here.
This song is very thought-provoking. Seriously, you know what? This song really calls for your voiceover. Like when you come on, you should have something. You always start
the
show
year
with
2000. What will it be like? No one knows. This music is the anthem for the year 2000.
The internet is going to die. That's what's going to happen in
right.
2000. You know, young people on here don't know anything about that. In fact, PGA Tour just had its first winner that was born in the year 2000.
No.
How crazy is that?
No.
I know. Isn't that wild?
I'm 37. Wild. I don't need this kind of information.
Joo-Hyun Kim. Joo-Hyun Kim, 19 years old, born in like 2000 and
Trey, I graduated in the year 2000.
I graduated college in the year 2000. High school for you?
Maybe.
Yeah, 2000. It's crazy. Matthew Leffler, you got a show coming up at
Right after this,
Eastern.
we're talking 2
1
Eastern,
p.m.
Tyler
Central.
Robertson.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about maintenance and repair, and we have a lot of really cool segments we're going to be breaking down. I'm excited to be here. I was on Freight Waves this morning. We were talking about Ryan Schreiber's article, Robert Bain. You know very well our dear friend Robert.
I do.
And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I had to kind of give Ryan a little bit of pushback. I think his article was fear mongering, and we'll have a debate someday.
We'll have it. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And Tyler's a great guest as well. Yeah. Tyler's great. Okay, everybody, coming to us from Minneapolis. This guy has a company called Firebrand, and I feel like I should just pay tribute, which we did earlier in the program. So everybody, give it up for Meshach Weber. Not girl. I don't have your music. But you know what? That's all right. I got the fire part right, just not the girl part. What's up, brother? How are you? Oh, I think you might be muted. I can't hear anything. Oh, that's no good. Or maybe
all right, now can you hear me now?
There we go. There he is. Nice.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was surprised by that song. I did not know I was a girl on fire.
I don't have your walk song. I need a walk song from you, so we got to work on that.
You do have one.
I don't have it in studio. I don't know why I don't have it in the studio.
My Umi says,
I will fix that. My apologies. But that's the way it goes. That's how it works. All right, everybody. Coming up next, you know him as the Freight Sensei, best music on the street crew. Sorry, Bane. Here we go, everybody. Give it up for Scott Watanabe, going all the way.
For those of you that want to
look at the shirt. Look at the shirt, everybody. That is fire. I love it.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100%
and 100% reason to remember the name. Happy Friday, y'all.
What's up, bro? Look at that shirt. Okay, listen.
It looks good on me. I put it on. I was like, it's super soft as well.
Did anyone in the office say, what is that? What does that mean?
No, they all just looked and says, you would wear that. I was like, yes, I would.
That's right. Hey, everybody, got to be excellent today. You can pick up your shirt at the swag store, 30% off. Use the coupon code BETA-SGO. Oh, you got the freight coach? Oh, look at that. Nice. Shout out to Chris Giles.
I got it. I got that
from
him as well. He handed it to me.
That's the original. That's the original hat too. That's not the new one. That's the OG hat. That's right. I love
he gave
that.
it to me. Met him in his hotel room.
Huge. That's huge.
It's whatever.
Hey, we'll stop right there. That's enough. We'll stop right there. Okay, everybody, listen. Our next guest has a podcast, and I got to be on it this week. Pretty cool. It's going to drop next week, and she rocks. Got to go on a hike with this woman. I mean, she's just fire. Everybody give it up for Rhonda Bopinza Zimmerman, the doctor in the house.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? How are you?
Great, Trey. Really enjoyed our time yesterday together. So
that was fun. We talked mental health. We talked about wiring as kids and how that impacts our life and our worldview and how we see things, and enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm glad of what you're doing in this space. Very exciting. Very exciting. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Great to be here again. Missed you the last 2 weeks, and it's been a busy place that you created. So I'm glad to dive in and join you all again and hear what's going on.
We're gonna have great chats today, and we got our lyricist back, the guy who knows all the lyrics to every song. Comes from Ergo Science. Everybody, give it up for Justin Shepard.
Justin.
I want you to sing the entire song. Here we go.
Good one.
This might be the lip sync battle right here. Everybody, we all know this.
Let's kick it.
Just kick it. Okay, here we go.
All right, stop, collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a hawk.
Okay, all right. We have to work on the details of this lip sync battle, but we're all whispering it because you want to sing it, but you can't do it without saying it. What's up, Justin Shepard? How are you, buddy?
Man, I've missed you guys. It's been seriously 3 or 4 months since I've been able to be on. My boss keeps on scheduling things for me, like meetings and work.
Gotta block it off.
Yeah,
I know. Seriously, have some boundaries, woman.
I had a chance to speak with her, Justin. So you can
don't tell her I said that.
Well, you're kind of outed here, my friend. I'm sorry about that.
Dang it.
That's kind of the way it goes.
No, it's good to be back. Good to be back.
Good to have you back, man. Great to see you as well. Okay, guys, we have a great guest this week. Met this guy probably about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe something like that. Kind of got to learn about what they're doing with with back office automation. We're going to talk a little about that today, which is exciting. And they're going to be at TI Technovations coming up, sharing what they're doing in the industry, which is really cool. Everybody, give it up for my good friend from Navix, the CRO, Eric Krueger. There he is, right
What's up,
in the
Greg?
middle. What's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
I'm kind of disappointed in the couch dancing. I would expect to maybe get up on the couch.
I could have gotten up and probably busted a move, but I might have hurt myself. So
that's true.
I'd prefer to stay seated.
Yeah, we've all kind of reached that stage where you have to think twice when you do that, or like tie your shoes. You just never know what's going to happen.
It's like if you're playing golf this weekend, you got to think about what you're going to do on Friday because you don't want your hands, wrists hurting before you go play golf, right?
I know, exactly. Hey, everybody, speaking of which, I got a golf tournament this week. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I put out a post for this. I got the Souk Strong Golf Tournament. We're raising money for ALS. So, Eric, I'm thinking about that myself. I got to keep myself, good for this evening. Make sure I don't throw my back out. Everybody, watch this video real quick. I want you guys to see this. Check it out. Check the form, everybody. Check the form. Got to get the practice in for the upcoming Souk Strong Charity Golf Tournament. Just in a couple of days here, to raise money for ALS patients right here in St. Louis. And Beta Consulting Group is a platinum sponsor. We're very honored to be able to do that, to help raise money for people who've been given that diagnosis of having ALS and are dealing with those end-of-life services that are often not covered by insurance. It can become very, very costly. I'm looking for 20 people who would help out, who would pitch in and want to say, yeah, I want to partner with you and help you raise money for that. So if that's you, simply click on the link in the comments below. Donate whatever you can. Every dollar counts. Really appreciate you guys partnering with us to help make a difference in the life of a person and their family who have been diagnosed with ALS. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you soon. All right, guys. So, hey, listen, big thing coming up this week. This tournament's going to be awesome. So I want to tell you the quick story, and then Eric, it's all you, man. I want to hear about you and Navix. So I want everybody to hear this. My brother-in-law's mother-in-law, if you can follow that track, my wife's brother's mother-in-law, Joan Suker, she was diagnosed 10 years ago with ALS. She lived for 6 years, which is a long time actually to live with ALS. A lot of people only live 1 to 2 years when they're diagnosed with ALS. She lived for 6 years. It's very expensive to pass away from ALS because end-of-life services, a lot of it not covered by insurance. There's a lot of accommodations that need to be made for communication.
To live with ALS.
Oh, it's terribly expensive. Just all the accommodations physically, to be able to communicate, to be able to feed, just all those things. And a lot of it's not covered by insurance. So for 6 years, we put on a golf tournament and raised money for Joan. But before she was no longer able to communicate, she said, this must go on. Like, you guys got to keep doing this and help other patients. And so it is one of the most incredible tournaments and the most incredible days of the year for us as a family, because what happens is we invite somebody in St. Louis who has been diagnosed with ALS, and it's heartbreaking. And at the end of the tournament, we hand them a check. And that check is just for them to use for end-of-life services, which are terribly expensive. So it's like this heart-wrenching moment where it's like, yes, we're all excited because we raised money and we came together, but we have to give it to this person who has a death sentence. And there's no way to fix it. So we'd love for you guys to partner with us. We'll put that link into the comments to be able to partner with us on that and help us out with that. Anything counts, $10, 15, 20, doesn't matter. We just want to raise as much as we can to help out in that way. So if that's you and you want to help out, we would love for you to do that and partner with us for ALS. That'd be really, really helpful. Okay, we've got one more slot, everybody, and we got somebody in the green room who I guess we'll bring him in. He's going to be on a chalkboard all week and doing what he wants to do, whatever. Everybody give it up for McNuts, our boy from 5 Tool Productions, Kyle McNutt. Oh, wait a minute.
There he is.
There he is. We can't get it right.
Dude, I can do rap like you guys. No whiteboard either. I can't make fun of you as much. I gotta actually work.
No whiteboard. Get out of here. Just leave the broadcast. That's why
I'm sorry.
I've come to expect that now. What's up, brother? How are you?
Nothing much. How are you?
got the new walk-up music. We at least took care of that. We're still working on the other
Yeah,
parts.
because I made it myself, because you don't do that stuff. I had to make the walk-up music myself. I have to produce myself if it's going to work. Otherwise, it's amateur hour here.
Definitely not for you. What's up, Jim Bevins? Good to see you, man. Hey, those in the audience watching today, tell us where you're watching from. Love to hear where you're coming from today. All right, so Eric, listen, you've waited patiently, my friend. It is your time. Give us all the quick, 60-second rundown of who you are and what's going down at Navix. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so what we've started building here at Navix has been great. It's been actually quite transformational for the number of customers that have signed up with us right off the bat. Give you a little background of myself. Spent about 12 years plus in SaaS technology, SaaS sales, in a couple different varieties of the industry. So in food supply chain, in EDI and connectivity supply chain, working with OTM for connectivity from a carrier perspective, and then now finally making a last stop here, or hopefully last stop or a good long stop at Navix. So really what we're doing here at Navix is we're solving basically the cash conversion cycle for 3PLs and brokers. We've recognized in this industry that there are a lot of solutions and things and pieces of technology that touch different aspects of that, whether it be really good payment providers, really good OCR technology, really good TMS providers that do great in specific service types or specific modes. But there hasn't really been a kind of a one size fits all solve that basically from order execution to payment problem on behalf of a 3PL or brokerage, right? And the intermediaries are so different than a traditional just shipper. And so we feel that market has been vastly underserviced in the sense that they are dealing both with the customer side as well as the carrier side. And that equation is adds complexity, adds challenge. And what Navix really solves is that entire process from order execution or post-order execution to payment on behalf of 3PLs and brokerages. So that's what we're doing here at Navix. Lots of different things to unpack within that, but obviously that's a pretty good 30,000 foot view of what we're building over here.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Ruth coming to us from Oregon. It is still morning in Oregon, out on the West Coast. So good morning to you, Ruth. And Will coming to us from Cable, Wisconsin. How far is that from where you're at, Eric? You're up in Wisconsin.
Yeah. So Will's actually one of my coworkers. So thanks for tuning in, Will.
Nice. Good to see you.
He's only about 30 minutes from probably where I am. So yeah, he knows this area very well, and he's actually moving up this direction. So congrats, Will. That's it'd be awesome to be living up here.
Yeah, Northern Wisconsin is amazing. How many of you guys in the street crew here today have been up to Northern Wisconsin? Anyone been up there? Bane, you haven't been up there? You're in Chicago.
I did a couple spots in Fort McCoy, the lovely Fort McCoy.
I've been to Canada. Does that count?
Well, what part of Canada? It's kind of a big.
I don't know. They spoke French. I didn't know where the hell I was. There for a bachelor party. I was drunk. You tip strippers with coins for some reason in that country.
Oh, you make it hail. I love it.
I did make it hail. I think I spent way too much.
Just chucking them. That could be dangerous. Yeah. Just throwing.
When you play with Monopoly money, you have no idea what the cost is.
Oh gosh, no, I think that's a different part of the world, my friend, than what we're talking about there. So, let's talk back office automation. It's really good for companies if you can automate something to do it. I mean, that's kind of the rule number one right now with technology is if you can automate it, you should do it. But this is something that we've had some players in the space who have automated parts of this process, but it's still so fragmented. Our industry when it comes to technology is incredibly fragmented. Okay, Kyle, Michael says Canada counts. All right, whatever.
Not even a real country.
We'll give you that. We'll give you that.
Yeah, but in what type of numbers do they count? Do they count the American numbers, or do they do the whole European craziness?
I think it depends. I got a lot of different things up there. So very international community up there. Yeah. So back office automation. Talk to us a little bit about that. I mean, Greg, for example, you're in freight brokerage. Talk about the back office automation headache that is there, that exists, and kind of what your experience has been.
Man, I'll tell you what, it is a headache. And what is also a headache is when you work with so many different clients and customers who have different processes themselves, right? As a broker, you have to adapt to their processes because ultimately they're the ones writing the checks. So we have some that are electronic, and we have believe it or not, we have a large customer that still requires us to send in original bills, print off original rate confirmations, and mail them. So we are mailing, hundreds, right? You do multiple brown envelopes, but they send checks. So if we could use something like what Eric has and offer it, I mean, it would be a great benefit to us to offer it as a solution to our customers. So, and talk about time saving and money saving. I mean, what a great idea. And it would
but Greg, we've always done it this way. I don't know why we would change. We've always
that mindset is still very active. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to.
No, but I think what you hit. Sorry if I'm jumping in here, Trey, but
no, that's all. You jump in. You just cut people off. You just got to get in there.
One of the biggest challenges that we've seen, and not from what our solution solves, is the custom business rules, right? Custom business rules from a carrier and or a customer combination, and by service type, right? You might have specific business rules that are tied to full truckload versus LTL, or in different modes. But really, at the end of the day, you need that flexibility to be able to have a solution that allows you to basically onboard a customer quickly, set the appropriate business rules, and then have it flag it appropriately for the right resolution, right? And that's really where too often today, the most I hear that are the most common business rules are missing proof of delivery, and or they set a $5 variance. That's to the level of granularity that anyone can get to, and they can't differentiate by customer or by carrier or by service type. So like they're running full truckload through the same through those same business rules as they are running LTL. Well, as we all know, they're vastly different, and you're going to lose so much, so many dollars and cents associated with that. And on top of it, you're slowing that entire process down, because if you flag something that it needs to be audited or needs to be looked at, well, you're generally not giving your auditor or that analyst any other insight outside of it just fell outside of this one business rule. Well, what about giving that auditor or analyst the opportunity to say, this specific number or line item doesn't match. Look at this one number. Every other business rule is passed with flying colors, but this one segment, think about the amount that they can process or speed up because of that, and knowing that. And then on top of it, that all goes upstream, right? So that then you can make corrections with your customers and corrections upstream with, whether it be the quoting process or the sales process, right? So there's a lot of value in that. And it's always kind of, let's call it, back office is generally behind the curtain a little bit in the space. So.
But it's important. That level of granularity is really, really cool. Scott, you look like you wanted to jump in there. You were kind of nodding your head a little bit.
Well, we're just seeing, as Greg was saying, is he out there with everybody else? But as Greg was saying, like there are still customers that want that old school, because it's like you said, why should we change? We still have to have our fax machine go automated, because we still get faxed load tenders to our
fax. You guys still have a fax? That's impressive.
Well, we don't have it. It's all automated.
Right,
it comes through, but they still fax it.
You got a fax number.
I'm sure. Yeah, we do. It's in my email signature. So, but yeah, I mean, helping automate. I mean, that's one of the automations, the technology automations that we feel should be utilized in order to just gain all kinds of efficiency. So
yeah,
I'm actually gonna look you up. I'm gonna recommend you to our CTO there, Greg.
Michael's asking the question, how do you deal with the old guard in transportation when it comes to adopting new technology? I mean, what are some of the tricks you guys have learned, either as a broker or any place in life trying to implement new technology? Or Eric, what you guys have, like what's the trick on that?
I think it's all about where you can add that value, and convince them that it truly is an added value, because this is what we can do to help improve. Not only is it helping improve our efficiency, is what our processes can do to help your efficiency as well.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys used a fax machine? Like literally put a piece of paper in, dialed a number, hit send, and it went through? Like how long ago was that for you guys?
2012.
2012. Okay. I did it at DAT a couple times when I worked there, from 2013 to 2014 15.
Our commercial printer is a faxer scanner, and so sometimes we use that as the fax machine. So I don't know how it works. Essentially, yeah. If it counts, then yes. Last month.
I really am amazed that people still use fax. What's it called?
I used to work at a newspaper, and for some reason, all intramural sports would send the scores in via fax. The first time it happened, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I lost, like, it's a fax machine, you goddamn millennial.
What is this weird noise?
Ruth used one 8 months ago. My gosh, Ruth. What were you doing 8 months ago, Ruth, that you used a fax? That's crazy. I haven't used a fax in a while, but I do remember this. I was I worked in my the head basketball coach's office in college. And he would have to vote on the top 25 teams. He was one of the voting coaches. And I would fax his list off on this machine. And it literally still, like, he had it written out, facsimile from Coach Larry Holly, like the whole word facsimile, which, it's kind of, a lot of people probably don't know that that's the whole word of fax is facsimile. But
if you want to hike the Grand Canyon, you still have to fax your request for backpacking.
Really?
Yeah, I just did that last month. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so here's a millennial or a Gen Z, or I don't even know what she's in, but Morgan's never used a fax machine. Oh my gosh. That's going to be like the rotary phone. People are going to be like, I have no idea what that's that's just crazy. It's been a while on the old fax machine. That's for sure. All right. So anyway, listen, everybody needs to check out navix.com and see what they're doing with back office automation. Really cool stuff. Very excited about that. You guys are going to be at Technovations coming up.
Yep.
Are you going to be doing a demo or a booth, or what are you guys going to be doing there?
Yeah. So we have a kiosk at Technovations down in Phoenix.
Down in Phoenix. Yep. JW Marriott.
Through the 28th. Staying at the Desert Ridge Marriott. Which great place. Been there a couple times before. We have a kiosk, and we'll have a showcase session as well that will actually, and with their showcases, we don't necessarily get to actually demo up on stage. So if want to demo, feel free to stop by the kiosk. We'd be happy to set that up and walk folks through what we've built. But on the stage session or the showcase session, we're gonna share a little bit more about the challenges and the problems in this specific area, specifically with intermediaries, and why it's so important to solve it, from our lens. So
excellent. And navix.com is the website, correct?
.io actually.
Navix.io. Okay, excellent. Yep. We'll make sure we get that right for everybody. So check out Navix.io. We'll put it up on the screen here real quick so everybody can see that. But yeah, check it out for sure. It's going to be great. So trade shows are coming up. We got some trade shows in the house. We got McLeod User Conference coming up. We got TI Technovations coming up. We got F3 coming up. In between those two things, we got the Iron Minds Tough Mudder down in Dallas, Texas. A lot of things going up. How many of you guys are going to some trade shows this fall? Anybody? Matthew, you going to any trade shows? What are you doing?
I have no idea. People tell me ones I should look at, and I think, well, that sounds reasonable. But then I look and see how much they are, and I say that sounds a lot less reasonable. So I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
See, Matthew, here's what you got to do, man. You got to get those clients that you have, those connections you have. You just got to say, hey, you want to sponsor me to go here with you and help you out?
Yeah, I'll be an agent of the press. I'll report.
That's right.
For anyone who wants me to go to a trade show, give me a call. Send me an email. I'd love to go and wear your name tag on the back of my shirt. Anything I can do to help.
When you start a new company, that's how it works. Like, somebody sponsor me to go to these trade shows. Mishak, which one are you going to?
I'm planning going to Technovations, F3 for sure. Those are
very cool. Yeah,
those are on my radar. But I guess there's also McLeod, which I didn't plan on. But maybe.
Yeah, McLeod's user conference coming up. I think the AT might have their fall user conference coming up. A lot of the user conferences kind of moving in the direction of as well. So a lot of good things coming up on the trade show front. All right, folks, let's transition just a little bit. A lot of things happening in the world right now. A lot of things going on. First of all, anybody's fuel prices going down? Anyone? Yeah. Anyone giving Biden credit for that?
No.
Isn't it funny how that is? Like if bad things happen, whoever's in office gets blamed. But then when they turn, nobody's like, Biden did a great job. He's bringing the prices.
But we're still up. Like we dropped it, but we're
definitely still up. But we're under $4 a gallon here in St. Louis. I think we're at like $3.60, which is definitely moving in the right direction. Yeah, I know. Rhonda, Midwest living, it's great.
Clinton said it best. He said that, like the president can't really do anything about inflation or gas prices, but you better be caught trying.
Yeah, that's true. Presidents are kind of that way. Like, you better be doing something to try to make it make it look like you're doing something. But yeah, there's a lot of macroeconomics there that factor into it. Some policies do have impacts, of course. I think that we would agree with that. Some policies definitely have impacts on what happens in the world. But it seems like I did read a report recently that they feel like inflation is starting to get under control. I don't know if that's reality, but things are definitely more expensive. The baselines have all shifted. That's the thing. The baselines are all now much higher. Matthew, you got your show, man.
I gotta go. Thank you so much, everybody. Great seeing you all. Hopefully the rest of the show goes well. I'll keep you in the comments, and thank you guys. Have a great weekend.
That's right. 1 p.m. Central. Everybody jump over and watch The Armchair Attorney with Tyler
and
Roberts.
Special correspondence. Oh, they'll be very special.
Thank you guys. You got correspondence? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Are you becoming like you're like going to be the Daily Show now? Like you're going to have correspondence?
I'll briefly tell this quick story before I jump.
Please.
So
Please.
I had Jason Miller, a professor from Michigan State University, Eli Broad College of Business, and he was my guest. Dude. And I had a good friend of mine, Abby Haffenbrettel. She came on in the middle of the broadcast. I told Jason, you have to stop talking. I'm kicking you out. And we cut to Abby. And the special report she broke was information about the Bachelorette. Very interesting stuff happening in the Bachelorette today. And so then we talked about that briefly. Abby left, and then Jason came on back. So we like to make sure we have a eclectic take for people.
I like this.
Enjoy.
You're taking the show to a whole new level with correspondence. Man, I'm a little jelly.
I'm thinking, how do I add some spice to this mixture?
Add a little flavor. So everybody listen, hey, LinkedIn Live, 1 p.m. Central, Armchair Attorney. Go to Matthew Leffler's profile. Peace, buddy.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
Man, I love that guy. What a cool dude. So good. Yeah, so inflation seems to be kind of coming back under control. You guys feeling that? What are you guys seeing in your neck of the woods?
Not on my belt. No. I feel fatter than ever.
It's going to take $4 a dozen.
It's going to take a while to come down. What's $4 a dozen?
Eggs.
Eggs are $4 a dozen in Springfield.
They're $5 here. Yeah, pretty. It's crazy.
I haven't checked food prices in a while. That's been a little while. I haven't checked that. But it's I don't think things are going to come back down very much. Like I think the baselines have all shifted. I mean, is gas going to get below $3 a gallon here in the Midwest? I would love to see that.
We're down to $3.29, Trey.
Are you really? Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. Talk about great living. Springfield, Missouri is a place to be. What's it up in Minneapolis? What do you guys got?
50. Sorry,
$3.99. Yeah, that's where I just saw the other day. So,
Boston. What do you guys got in Boston?
I'm at $4.09. This is some bullshit.
It is.
We're right there with you, Kyle. Still
East Coast
here.
elites, man. Yeah. East Coast elites.
People actually want to live where we are, unlike all these other crap. You're like top of Wisconsin. Of course, have cheap gas. What else are you going to get up there?
Oh, Kyle. You don't even know what you're missing out on, man. Don't even know what you're missing out on. Yeah, so inflation seems to be coming under control. Did you guys see the Inflation Reduction Act is probably going to pass the Senate? Today. Party line vote, probably going to pass. That's going to be, there's a lot of money in that. I just wonder, like, where's it going to go, and is it actually going to have an impact? This is the part of legislation that always drives me crazy. Is you see these things, they talk them up, it's going to do this, going to do that, and then it passes. But then, where's the follow up? Where's the marketing? The government does a terrible job telling stories, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I wish they'd tell them more stories. Like, we paid for this, we did this, this is the result. That typically doesn't happen. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, when they do, all of a sudden, conspiracy theory comes up and says, "Whoa! There's a reason."
We don't have any conspiracy theorists, Kyle. There's no conspiracy theorists.
Brother. Where's Dave when we need him? Put on a hat.
Yeah, he bounced. He's out. He's not here. That's not good. All right, so we also have NFL preseason. Do you guys realize this? This is my wife's favorite time or worst time of the year because she doesn't know it's coming. She always forgets. And then all of a sudden football's on the TV and she's like, oh my gosh, are we there already? Like, August. So we had preseason. The AFC West is clearly going to be the front running, the best conference in the league. We're going to talk about this a little bit. I put a poll out to see who knew what. I put a poll out about who won the first Super Bowl. You guys know who won the first Super Bowl?
Oh, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. That's right. Okay, so we're going to go through this. So we're going to click over the responses here. So who won the first Super Bowl? Here's the responses that we had. Can we blow that up a little bit, Ruth? Can you make that a little bit bigger? That'd be great. Old eyes are hard to see. Oh, we didn't get a lot of responses to this. You know what? Because we put it in late, I think. There's 6. Okay, 6 people said Green Bay Packers. That's correct. So the Green Bay Packers, and this one should be pretty self-explanatory because the Lombardi Trophy is named after Vince Lombardi, coach of the Packers. They won the first Super Bowl. They beat, anybody know?
The Chiefs.
My
Yeah, the
Kansas City
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I know. Yeah, my Kansas City Chiefs. That was really sad. But the Chiefs won in Super Bowl 4 against the Minnesota Vikings, I believe. I believe they beat
No
the
one
Vikings.
remembers Super Bowl 4.
I know. See,
pointless.
this is the power of positioning of being first. Everybody remembers the first, but then after that, not so much. So
as Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first, you're last.
that's pretty much that's the truth. All right, question 2. What team won the first Super Bowl? I'm sorry. Question 2. What city did the Rams move to after St. Louis? Everybody knows this. They moved to Los Angeles. Listen, let me tell you something about this. St. Louis has lost 2 football teams, and nobody here cares. Nobody cares about that. Does anybody know the first team that we lost? This one should be pretty easy. Who knows?
Well, do the Raiders count as being lost since they were there and then gone again?
Not in St. Louis. St. Louis didn't lose.
Oh, you said St. Louis.
Yes, St. Louis. Who did St. Louis? St. Louis has lost 2 teams, and nobody around here even cares. First team we lost, anybody know?
Let's see.
The Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals, because we were the baseball Cardinals. So Phoenix Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals, not Phoenix. Arizona Cardinals used to be here in St. Louis. That was brutal. We've lost 2 of those. Pretty brutal. All right. Question 3, everybody. Question 3. In 2019, Tom Brady led the New England Patriots to their 6th Super Bowl title. What was the last team to win back-to-back Super Bowls? Before that, who was it? The majority of people picked the New England Patriots.
I think it was the Broncos.
It was the Broncos. That's correct. Back with John Elway, who went. How long did he play before
famous diving?
That's right. The spinning, the helicopter spin. That's right. So he won, and I think he was like 14th or 15th year in his career, and then he won back to back, which was tremendous. It's like once he got the first one, it's like, oh, this is easy, no problem. We'll just do this again. So that was pretty impressive in regards to that. Okay, next question on the. Here we go. Question 4. Thanksgiving and football go hand in hand. Which of these processes takes the longest? So think about this. Is it digesting a Thanksgiving turkey or thawing a 14-pound turkey, cooking the 14-pound turkey, or watching an NFL double header? What do you guys think?
It's got to be thawing. That takes forever. Every time I do it, it's always still frozen. I'm pissed.
You would think that, wouldn't you, Kyle? But that is not the correct answer. The correct answer, everybody, is digesting it.
What about where you're located? In New England, it's pretty damn cold up here. It takes a little extra longer, so you aren't factoring in that.
Well, you put it in the house. It's room temperature. It's not that cold inside.
I put it in the damn basement. I can't put it in the house. The dog will start licking the thing. I brought it also.
You put it on top of the refrigerator so nothing gets to it.
That's where my beer goes. Why would I do that?
Oh, Kyle. I have to work on this for you. So the actual answer is digesting takes longer than anything else, which I don't know how long, but it's over. I think it's over 24 hours to digest.
I think I have to challenge that answer, Trey. I mean, I just Googled it, and it says that the USDA recommends thawing a turkey takes 1 day for each 4 to 5 pounds of weight. So that would mean that it technically takes 3 days for a 14-pounder. Yeah.
Don't eat turkey at Trey's house. As well.
A little cold, Trey. What's up?
There's no turkey at our house. There's no turkey at our house. We'll have to check that. We'll verify that answer later on. We'll get back to that.
Wait a second. There's no turkey?
No, because we don't host Thanksgiving. It goes over to my in-laws' house, and then we go over there. So there's no turkey here. It's over there. We bring the sides. We bring the potatoes and some other stuff, but the turkey is over there. So that's how it goes.
Sit and take up space.
That's exactly.
Okay, cool,
that's the way it goes. Okay, question 5, everybody. Which 2 NFL teams are tied for the most fumbles in a season? Eric, you're gonna love this one.
Well, it's got to include the Minnesota Vikings.
It absolutely does.
I selected Seattle and Minnesota. I didn't know the other team, but it's got to include the Vikings.
It's actually, Minnesota is one of them. Well done. And it's actually the San Francisco Giants. So, or 49ers. Sorry, I'm thinking baseball. San Francisco 49ers. So it's Minnesota and the 49ers. Yeah, Kyle, that's how it works around here. That's just the way it goes. Deal with it.
Feel my pain.
So I'm glad the Chiefs aren't on there. That's nice to know. But Minnesota is definitely on the list. Okay, question number 6. How many NFL teams are named after cats?
I can we name come up with 3? Jaguars, Panthers, and Lions.
Jaguars, Panthers, and Lions. That's correct. The correct answer is 4. There's actually a 4th one. Now, I don't know what it is. I think I have done my research, but there's 4. that are cats. Someone out there tell me what the fourth one is.
So much for trust but verify.
Hey, I don't put these together anymore, so it's kind
Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals.
Bengals. There you go. There
Bengals.
we go.
Hey,
There we go.
and when I was doing that, the Bengals were the first one that I thought of, and then I couldn't think of the others. And by the time I thought of the other three, I forgot the
same.
Bengals.
Me too. Me too, Justin. I thought of that. I just didn't say it out loud. In my head, I had them all.
All right. Question 7. Let's see what you guys know about this. How many NFL teams are named? Oh, no. Question 7. Sorry. Peyton Manning of the Denver Broncos set an NFL record in 2013 by throwing 55 touchdown passes. Since been broke. Which player's record did he break? Anybody know that? Who did he break?
I thought it was Marino, but maybe it was Brett Favre.
It was Marino. No, it was Marino. That's correct. Marino, the prolific passer that could not win in the playoffs, but it was
not
Marino.
win in the playoffs.
That's correct. That's the way it goes. That's it. All right. Question number 8. Question 8. Here we go. What is the nickname of the cheerleading squad for the Buffalo Bills? I didn't know that they had a nickname, but they have one. Is it the Buffalo Bimbos? Nobody went for that. The Buffalo Beauties, the Buffalo Babes, or the Buffalo Jills? What do you guys think?
It's in Jills?
It is actually the Jills, the Buffalo Jills, which isn't that weird? Like, I don't know. First of all, I don't know what a Jill is. Did they have somebody? Hopefully they have some Jills on the
Jack
team.
and Jill, or
I don't know.
It's a woman's name.
I don't know. Rhymes with Bills. That's really uncreative, Buffalo. I'm just not going to lie. That's pretty bad. I think that Bimbos might have actually be better than the Jills just because it's kind of catchy. I don't know. But yeah, it's an editorial comment. We won't go that route. All right, Kyle, that's fine. Okay, question number 8. What is the nickname? Oh, no, we got that one already. Question number 9 is which player won the 2018 NFL rushing title with 1,434 yards? So some trivia back 4 years ago. Who won that? He got paid recently. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. And he got paid recently.
Zeke.
So that was Zeke. That's correct. Okay. Last question is, where did Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints quarterback, Drew Brees play college football? Where did he go?
I know that one. Purdue.
Yeah, he was at Purdue. SEC. That's right. He was at Purdue. That's right. Somewhat unknown most of the time. Purdue doesn't produce a lot of quarterbacks. Some good quarterbacks come from
They're
little
the Big
known
Ten
places.
I thought that's why you threw BYU in there to throw everybody off.
Just to see, but nobody went for it. You got Kyle Allen from Wyoming. That was kind of a crazy place coming out of Wyoming. Trey Lance is from North Dakota State, I believe. So there's some quarterbacks in the league right now, but they're not from the Big Five, which is kind of interesting because typically they're all from the Big Five. Yeah, and So, anyways, interesting stuff. So we got football coming up. We got the AFC West in the house. I'm very excited about this. My Kansas City Chiefs, but we got Russell Wilson. I'm messing up all the names, Kyle. Westbrook's basketball. Russell Wilson. He's now the quarterback of the Broncos. We've got David Carr of the Raiders, who is a great leader. Quarterback, okay, but great leader. And then you got Justin Herbert of the Chargers. I'll tell you what, whoever comes out of the AFC West has a good shot to get to the Super Bowl. I'm just going to call that right now. Whoever comes out of that's going to be prime for the Super Bowl. Does anybody care about football in this group? Anyone? Anybody want any? A little bit.
I like college football more than pro football.
We like the good football, which is college.
Okay,
football.
college. Okay, so Florida State. Justin, what's your team again? Alabama?
Oh my gosh.
Auburn?
No.
What is it? Who is it?
I'm a UT
Oklahoma
fan.
State?
No,
You're
no,
a UT
no,
fan.
I'm big orange. I bleed orange.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say Alabama is pretty much professional. It's not really college. It's professional.
That's Greg.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
There we go.
Champion.
Notre Dame. I know. That's awesome. Yeah, very good.
We're rowing the boat up here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, you are.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
what a great coach too.
That guy's
Fleck, man.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that somebody hasn't nabbed him out of there yet.
We've had in a long time.
Yeah, no doubt. What'd you say, Justin?
I said I'm really surprised that somebody hasn't nabbed PJ Fleck out of Minnesota.
Well, I thought he was going to go to the Notre Dame job or the LSU job.
Florida State tried. He just said he didn't want to go. Like he's wants to stay there and go pro, right, Eric?
Interesting.
I heard he wants to at least just have a true real winning season at Minnesota and win the Big Ten title. I think he would feel that he left it incomplete if he didn't do that.
He's had some really good winning seasons though. They
had the 11-win season, including the bowl game.
Was 19 or 2020?
They beat Auburn
3 years ago.
I think they can. Big Ten's a little light this year outside of Ohio State, typical. But I think they can do it this year if they.
Michigan coming in at 6.
Sorry,
Michigan coming in at 6 on the coaches poll. They really want Harbaugh to do something over there.
I'm surprised he's still there. But you know what? I got to listen to PJ Fleck. He was one of the speakers at the mastermind event last year for Lean Solutions Group, and it was funny because we put him, not knowing, we put him at the dinner session. So people are eating dinner, this really nice dinner, sitting down eating, and this guy comes in and gives a halftime speech, and I swear people were about ready to run through the walls after that. So the placement might not have been good, but like his 30 minutes was just on fire. He had a PowerPoint, and he wasn't even looking at it. He was just clicking through slides. He had it all memorized. I mean, you could tell the guy lives the stuff out. But it was a pretty impressive speech nonetheless. Everybody pretty much loved that. Guy's a fireball. Yeah.
No, and he truly breeds like that culture, right? And it's not for everyone, and it's not going to jive with everyone, but man, if you're bought into it, that they're just like unstoppable, right? I mean, look at what he did at Western Michigan when he was there, right? It's like all these guys that, none of them had any star rankings coming out of high school, and he was able to basically get them in the top 10 right for the entire season, and undefeated. So he's got a crazy he's got a crazy good attitude towards everything, and just the momentum that he has. It's pretty fun to watch, but we'll kind of see what happens with that in terms of how that turns out. So that's going to be fun. It'll be good. All right, everybody, we're going to jump to This Week in Pictures and talk about a few things. We may end a little early today. We'll just see how it works out. But we're going to jump over to that real quick. So let me throw that in there. A couple things happened this week we're going to talk about. First of all, I had a chance to MC an event down in Florida. I was pretty close to Florida State, Kyle. I was like 3 hours from Mecca, from your spot. Or something like that. I was at Destin. What is that? 3 hours, 2 hours, hour and a half? What is that? I don't know.
It's far. It's nowhere close.
It's nowhere close to Tallahassee. It's not that.
Well, Tallahassee's nowhere close to anything. That's a dumb part.
Well, that's true, but it's probably 3 hours away from there, something like that. But I had a chance to do that for the Hire Master Symposium, which was a lot of fun. Had a great time with that. So that's where I was last week. I'll tell you a funny story about last week. The event ended at 11:45, and I had to jump on the show at 12. So I was like shaking hands. This is great. And then I hopped over to the studio that I'd kind of makeshift studio I'd set up and made it happen. The show must go on, everybody. That's just how it works. We had the show on Christmas Day. How could I miss it for an MC event? You guys, Greg, do you remember that? You were there for that, I think. Yeah. Christmas Day show. That was crazy. I don't know why we did that. That was pretty nuts. All right. A couple of things I got to see. We're going to have a guy on the show here soon. Mark Colson here. He is the president of the Alabama Trucking Association. Eric, you might know this guy right there. Little Tyler Crow or Josh Crow over at Navix. Tyler Crow's another guy I know. And then I got to hear Randy Fox speak down there. You guys are a really great speaker. If you're putting on an event, everybody, you need a speaker. Randy Fox is a guy to get at the event. That was really good. So had a chance to check that out. Mark's going to be on the show here in a little bit, talking about what's happening with Alabama Trucking Association. Let me tell you what they're doing that's really cool. And this is something we need more of. They are telling stories of drivers. Like they are just spending time talking about, what it's like to be behind the wheel of a truck and the opportunity and all the ins and outs of it, and trying to recruit drivers to come in. Did you guys know that the average age of an entrant into driving, so first time driving, first time CDL, you guys know what the average age is? 38. So they've been working for 16 to 20 years doing something else before they get into truck driving. And that's the average age. So they're doing a great job of telling stories to bring that age down. Think about this. The average age of an entrant into trucking is 38. The average lifespan of a truck driver is 59. Think about that. How crazy is that?
Is that nationwide, or is that just from Alabama?
That's nationwide, but he's focusing on Alabama. He's focusing on, working with the Alabama Trucking Association, but
now,
also
of course,
telling the story.
The average life expectancy in Alabama is 59.
No matter what you do.
What you do. we are not a healthy state.
Well, you guys, listen, when I was down there, I had chicken and waffles, and I never had that before.
Tasty.
It's pretty tasty. Could use some barbecue sauce, but it was pretty good. No, come on. If there's chicken, you can put barbecue on it. It doesn't matter what it is. No, it was good. And one thing I liked about what he said was, he said, whose job is it to recruit drivers and to build up this industry? Whose job is it? And the answer is, it's all of our job. Like all of us need to do a better job. If you're a shipper, treat your drivers better. If you're a broker, pay the drivers well. If you're a carrier, take care of your drivers, make sure they get home and they're safe and all those kind of things. Like, it's all of our jobs to do that. So he'll be on the show pretty soon. It's pretty cool to see him, which is good. All right. Something else I saw this week. How many of you guys are into the marshmallow cereals? Marshmallows. Anybody marshmallow cereal guy? Oh, come on, Rhonda. Listen, General Mills is bringing back the classic Monster cereals with a reimagined look. I'm so excited.
Hey, now, when I was 9, I ate those.
Dude, listen, hey, I don't know. This
Love
is
me
really
some
key.
blueberries.
Have you guys noticed this? That these cereals are not in the store year round. Have you guys noticed this? Yeah. So anytime Count Chocolate's in the store, I grab like 3 or 4 of them because it's like, oh my God, this is what the scarcity mindset will do. When something is seasonal, you tend to buy more of it because you're like, I don't know when we're going to get it back.
I've been guilty of the same.
Count Chocolate is my favorite. Okay, which one are you guys going for? I'm a Count Chocolate guy. What would you guys go for?
Count Chocolate.
I like blueberry.
Has anyone ever heard of? Has anyone
I've never heard of
fruit
root?
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
That's a new one. It's got to be a new one.
That wasn't around when I was a kid.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. That's interesting. So I might have to try it next time. But yeah, I saw it was coming back. I thought that was pretty cool. So
Minnesota innovation in the house here.
Oh yeah, is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mills, Pillsbury, General Mills, 3M, Honeywell.
Well, I knew 3M. I did not know General Mills. Interesting. Okay, very good. All right, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but we've got the sides are being drawn. Everybody, I saw this post by Andrew Smith earlier today. You can look him up on LinkedIn. He's at Circle Logistics. He talked about this battle and what's going to happen with this. It's really fascinating.
Oh, did he freeze up?
Uh-oh. Yep. Trey froze.
Trey froze.
Amateur hour.
Ice baby.
Yeah, he talks about
Oh, he's back.
Some serious latency.
Trey, who sponsors the Wi-Fi at your house?
Spectrum.
Oh, good.
Spectrum.
Here's the sales guy and try and find new sponsor.
Let me tell you something about that. All right, this is what's so frustrating about it. When I do a speed test on it, I've got 400 megabits of download, and I've got like 80 of upload. Right, it's good, and I've got a hardwire. And I've got Wi-Fi. I'm hardwiring in right now. Like it's so frustrating.
When I hit on the driving range, they go straight and long, my friend. The same thing. I understand.
Did anybody capture a picture of it? Did anybody snap a picture of me frozen? Because that's always good. You can throw that on social. So that's what we do around here.
It wasn't a great one.
It wasn't? Oh, like I was smiling. Like I was like.
It's like you hit your head on a microphone or something.
No, I was doing that afterwards because I heard you say he's frozen. And so I just started just banging my head on it. So terribly frustrating. So, but anyways, this whole story with DAT and Convoy is going to be interesting to see kind of works out with that. I'm kind of, I don't know which ballpark I'm in. I've heard people make cases for DAT that, hey, this is what they do. And this is how it works. I've heard people say for Convoy, hey, there should be competition. I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens with that. No SpaceX yet. But Scott, what is he talking about? What am I missing out on? Scott, what are you talking about? I don't know. All right.
Elon Wi-Fi. It's called Starlink.
Oh, Starlink. That's what it is, Scott. Yeah, Starlink. I've heard that's good, but it's pretty expensive. I haven't tried that.
Latency isn't great though. If you want, so that's
all right. It's good to know. Okay. All right. Hey, last thing this week, we're gonna end on something positive. Sometimes we don't always end on things positive. We're gonna end on something positive. Check this out, Kyle. We got a new baby hippo. Fiona the hippo gets a little brother. I mean, that's just cute. I know hippos are pretty mean and dangerous, but that's cute.
But Fiona, you follow her on TikTok. Much more entertaining than your TikTok. Have you ever watched Fiona the hippo on TikTok? So adorable. Good. The stuff make you feel good about yourself.
Did you just say much more entertaining than my TikTok?
Wow.
Yeah,
that's what you said. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, there was a TikTok you recently did that I almost had a comment on that was cracking me up. Where you're like, you never get in trouble for something you didn't do. I was like, what is he talking about right now? But I love when you get in the car and you're like, I got a dad talk.
That's not
hit the record button. I got to talk to the
people. That's my thinking time. I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to throw something on TikTok for that.
Is that what you said?
No, that is not what I said. He wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it's something where it's like, I'm like, what about drunk driving, Dre? What about that? There was something you're like, oh, you miss every shot you don't take. Michael Jordan, Michael Scott. I was like, okay, Jay, where you go?
No, what I was saying, and it's not about like okay, drunk driving is an exception here to what I was saying. But what I was saying was this: you don't typically regret the things in life that you do. You regret the things in life you don't do. And I was encouraging people to take the visions and the dreams that they have and start acting on them. That was the whole point. You didn't even listen to the whole thing. I wasn't talking about drunken driving and all kinds of crazy stuff.
You gotta be fast and good. Do a dance for me or something. Don't be sitting in your car. It's boring.
So Kyle's not my biggest fan on TikTok.
I give you likes every single time. I am your biggest fan.
Nice, I like that. You just don't listen. He's just like boom, and then moving on. This is garbage. Boom. This is garbage. Boom. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate it. It's good.
I always everybody. Like if you're throwing little quotes out like that, I always like the one that discipline weighs ounces and regret weighs tons, like along those lines, regret is a huge one.
That's true. That's true. And you
I
know what?
think
The
Trey
truth
had
is,
that one out there a little while ago, something like that.
I said that, but I said pounds, not tons. I probably should use tons.
Okay.
That would have had a greater impact. So I guess you guys pay attention to some of the stuff I do. I guess I can feel good about that. All right, Eric, hey, great to have you on the show, man. Thanks for being on the show with us today. Always good. I hope you'll come back and see us again soon. We got a great guest next week as well. We got Josh Mecca from ACT. They're a carrier out of Kansas City, Missouri. They're going to be on. We're going to be talking about driver recruiting and managing drivers and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a blast right here next week. And I will be in Kansas City next week for the show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys come back for every episode of Word on the Street, powered by Beta Consulting Group. Shout out to greenscreens.ai and TAPS, our sponsors. Street Crew, appreciate you guys. We will see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. We'll see you.
Bye, everybody.
Good to see everybody.